Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to download and view the Sudosonic video tutorials you've purchased. So let's go ahead and open up the email. So once you've bought these, you'll get an email and it'll be sent to your associated PayPal account. So make sure that's correct and it's the one that you're checking. So when you get the email, it'll explain that you can download WinZip if you don't have it, and this is just a decompression utility to unzip zipped files. And if you have the latest version of Windows or Mac, of course, the decompression utility is built in, so you don't need that. But you may have to download WinZip and use WinZip to unzip the archives. So if you look down here, you can see that there's URLs to download these individually. And by the way, this is very important, so pay attention to this. This link is a temporary link, so they change pretty much as soon as you click on them. Sometimes they may last a little bit longer. But what you want to do is as soon as you buy these, you want to download them, even if you don't have time to watch them then. And if for some reason you didn't watch this video until later or something happened and you didn't get a chance, just email us and we can verify your purchase and resend you the correct links, because these will expire after a certain point. So what you would do is you would click on these, and sometimes people, they're not sure where their downloads went, because there's, especially if they're not too computer savvy, they don't know where to look for them. But if you notice this blue icon here up in Safari, it's showing that this file that we clicked on is downloading. Now I've downloaded it previous, so we don't have to sit here and watch it continue to download. We can press the X and stop it and clear it. Now let me show you where this download is actually going to. So you can go here a couple ways. You can click on the Finder and then click on Downloads. There's the incomplete file that I just stopped, so we'll go ahead and trash that. So you can go to the Downloads folder that way, or if you click on your hard drive, basically opens up Finder again, and click on Downloads, and those are there. So Mac automatically unzips the archive and puts it in a folder. You can see there's the folder. If it didn't automatically unzip it, you'd see the .zip file for the archive. So this is here just as an example. Most likely you're just going to see this one folder. So, and you'll probably see all the other things you've ever downloaded in there. So make sure you're looking at the date modified and sorting and making sure to look to find the file. And by the way, that may not be named this. It probably won't, as a matter of fact. This is the download that's for the Roland Phantom FA series, and we sell around 20 different series of videos. So those folders will be named something else, but you can see the folder name in the URL there, so just be looking for that. Okay, so what you'll do is you'll double click on the folder and you'll see the videos in there. Now all of the videos are different formats. Some of them are .mov, which is like a QuickTime format, and some of them are MP4. Media player will be able to play those, and some of these are a .flv, which is like a flash video. Now, all these are good compressions. The problem is that over time, over the last more than 10 years, all these different videos were created at different times where different video formats were popular, and also getting the file size as small as possible was really important back in the day. But recently most everyone has broadband, and a lot of people have 1080p players and 1080p monitors. So once we've started increasing file size, some of these file formats and extensions have changed. But one player that plays all these different formats that's very popular, and it's also free, is the VLC media player. And if you don't already have that on your computer, I would recommend downloading it. Before I show you how to download the VLC media player, I also want to point out too, here's another email from a customer. Sometimes the actual hyperlink that's in the URL will get truncated, and I'm not sure why some email programs do that. If you ever see part of the URL being in blue like a hyperlink and the rest of it being text, and you click on it and you get an error like a 404 error, One thing you want to do is you want to make sure and select all of the URL and then just right click it and copy it, or of course you can press Command C and copy it, and then all you do is open up your browser and in the address bar just paste in that link and press enter, and it'll download the link that way. So this is an issue that I have to explain to a handful of people every month because it happens for some reason. It's mainly because of email readers. They'll try to truncate and format things like that. So next, let me show you how to download the VLC media player if you don't already have it. If you do have it, you'll see this little traffic cone icon, and if you right click on it and click open with, you'll see VLC will be one of the players that you can choose there. So if you do already have it, you just simply double click on it or right click and then click on VLC app to open it. But if you don't have it, just open up a browser and we're just going to search VLC media player, and you can go to any one of these first links here. VideoLAN is the website for it, .org. You can see these sublinks here. There's one for Mac OS X, so it's available for Mac and PC. And you can see it's very popular, so several million people's downloaded it. So click on download, and in just a second you'll see that it's up here in the downloads folder. So we can go ahead and close this page now. Let's click on the downloads folder, and in the root there you can see it. Actually have downloaded it twice. That's okay. We can delete one of those if we want to. So this is the installer. It's a .dmg file. Just double click that and it'll ask, or once you install it, it'll say you can drag it to the applications folder. And because I've already got it, it's asking me if I want to replace it. That's fine. If you don't have it, it won't pop up that message. So once that's installed, we can close that folder out. And there's also a little installer. It's like a mounted drive. You can eject that, or if you restart, that'll go away. So now, if after you have the VLC media player, you double click on these files, and it takes a second for it to verify the app if it's the first time using it. And it's given the OS X warning saying it's a new app.
This video is the first in the...
So there it opens up the file. Once this is open, the VLC media player is open, you can actually drag all of these videos in there, and it creates a playlist, so you can click on the different ones that you want to watch, and then when you're highlighted, double click.
This video is...
And you can manage, you can skip ahead and pause and things like that. Now another thing too is that sometimes VLC will install, or it will be already installed, and it doesn't recognize the VLC as the default player. So when you double click on these, it'll try to open it with QuickTime or something like that. And when you try to open a format that QuickTime can't read, it gives you an error message like that saying that something's not right. So if you do see that happening, what you do is right click, click open with, and then if you see VLC media player in here that's not the default app, just go ahead and click on VLC to open it. Another thing you can do is go to Launchpad and then click on the VLC app. And then once you're at this window, again, you can make sure you have both windows open, and you can drag over the file to play it, or you can simply click on the file menu for the VLC and open up the file. So you just get the open file menu and then click on the downloads folder and then click on the video folder. And then click on the file that you wish to view.
This video is the first in the series for the Roland